Okay, you all, it has come to this. I'm going to be counting down my top 10 personal favorite superheroes from both DC and Marvel. Now, I have so many personal superheroes that are just some of my absolute favorite across the board, so a part 2 of this will be made guaranteed. Okay, so number 1, Jean Grey. This is me being extremely nostalgic here, thinking about my childhood when I would watch episodes of the 90s X-Men cartoon on Saturday mornings. Plus, I love rewatching that show just to further solidify my love for Jean. Jean Grey, super intelligent, highly compassionate, and empathetic, and the heart and soul of the X-Men, who is not afraid to sacrifice herself and save her friends and family. She's additionally stunningly beautiful, but even though she has the physical beauty, it is Jean's loving, gentle nature that makes her the most attractive. I wish that I had taken that into account when I was being bullied in school and teased for having eczema and acne when I was 12. Plus, the Marvel Cinematic Universe might recast for her, and if that's true, I'm gonna want to play her in those movies. I mean, come on now. I'm a theater major. I want to play Jean Grey. Number 2 is Cyclops. Of course, I'm being nostalgic again with my love for the 90s X-Men cartoon. Sure, Cyclops is the most hated character because he can be whiny and he can be a jerk. But as a kid, I always loved him in the 90s cartoon, and watching his episodes focused on him, it just shows Cyclops is filled with compassion and has softer sides to him that are not shown enough. Plus, I just love that he's the leader of the X-Men and he's so charismatic and has a charm to him. Plus, Ty Sheridan, who portrays him in the films, he is so cute and one of my many celebrity crushes. Additionally, I'm just looking forward to seeing both Jean Grey and Cyclops in the Dark Phoenix movie, aka Jot the movie. Number 3, The Flash, particularly Barry Allen, one of my top favorite Flashes. Of course he's here. The Flash is my favorite TV show, and I just love the Flash family and the marriage of Barry Allen and Iris West. Super intelligent, lighthearted, funny, compassionate, and charming. Barry Allen will always be my fave Flash, and no matter how many times he screws up the timelines, he will try to fix it, which often leads to things being screwed up even more. I mean, just look at the Savitar thing from season 3 of the show. Plus, Grant Gustin, one of my many celebrity crushes as well. Number 4, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is included on here because, let's face it, a super badass, beautiful woman going out to fight for freedom, equality, peace, truth, and justice? What more could you want? Wonder Woman is a good representation of feminism and empowerment for women, and she does it with class and grace. Plus, I loved her as a child in Challenge of the Super Friends and the Justice League animated series as a kid, and the Gal Gadot film is just everything for me. Number 5 is Spider-Man, particularly Peter Parker, a funny, lighthearted, smart kid with incredible wit and some awesome movies. The first Tobey Maguire one being my most favorite. Peter Parker always spoke to me as a kid, and when I watched the first movie, I saw why, because I was always picked on as a kid and bullied, and Peter Parker makes me feel a little better knowing he went through that too, feeling like an outcast. Plus, his rogues gallery is way more ridiculous than the Flash's. Plus, his origin story comic was one of the first comics I've ever read as a child. And number 6, Black Widow. Okay, I'm totally including Black Widow on here because I have really been getting into the Marvel movies and the Avengers stuff, and Scarlett Johansson's portrayal of the character is, in my opinion, the coolest thing. Natasha Romanoff was introduced as a member of the KGB, trained in the Red Room to be a master assassin. Unfortunately, that came with the consequences of her being sterilized, so that means she cannot have babies, which adds on to her being a tortured hero who is trying to put herself back together. Plus, her best friend is Hawkeye, and I, for one, have to say my favorite movie with her in it was Captain America: The Winter Soldier, aka Roman Rogers the movie, and she was trained at one point by my favorite, who is coming up next, number 7, Wolverine. Ah, yes! A classic character with tons of sarcasm, a dark humor, and it's just overall a badass. I always loved Wolverine as a kid, and my fave line of his in the 90s X-Men cartoon, I go where I wanna go. That's the Wolverine that I know and love. Plus, he's gone toe-to-toe with Black Widow, whom he trained, who called him Little Uncle because of their close bond, and he also rescued her from Nazis when she was a young girl with assistance of Captain America during World War II. And he's had close friendships with heroes like Cap America and Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. He is, in my opinion, one of the best. Plus, I just love Hugh Jackman, and I'm saddened he's retired from the role. Number 8 is the Black Canary, particularly the Diana Laurel Lance version. A master in judo and hand-to-hand combat with a sonic scream that made Superman's ears bleed. Diana Laurel Lance is just an overall badass blonde with a sarcastic humor and can rock any catsuit, and is the perfect companion and soulmate for the Green Arrow, Oliver Queen. Sure, my uncle laughed out loud when he heard the name Black Canary, but if Marvel could have a character named Squirrel Girl whose superpower is controlling squirrels, then DC can have a character named the Black Canary. I'm just saying. Number 9 is the Green Lantern, aka the Hal Jordan version. Now, I love both Hal Jordan and Jessica Cruz, but Hal is the one I am most familiar with, even though his Ryan Reynolds movie wasn't the greatest. But hey, Ryan Reynolds did act his heart out with that part and had the confidence that is very Hal Jordan. Hal is filled with cockiness and compassion and confidence, and he's got softer sides to him, and he is best friends with my two favorite Flashes, Barry Allen and Wally West. Oh, and also, he's friends with Oliver Queen and Ollie's sidekick, Roy Harper. The more I think about it, the more I want Hal in the Arrowverse, and my choice actor to play him in the Green Lantern Corps movie DC is producing, James Marsden, who has played the confident Cyclops in the X-Men movies and can totally do that. And number 10, the best for last, is Batgirl, aka Barbara Gordon. And I'm talking before the New 52s, which really ruined her character. Barbara Gordon is the daughter to Commissioner Jim Gordon, who was trained by the Dark Knight, Batman, and acted as one of his many sidekicks. Plus, I love her romance with Dick Grayson, and she's been part of groups like the Birds of Prey, and the Bat family is one of my favorite comic book families next to the Flash family. After she was shot and paralyzed by the Joker, Babs proved herself to be worth more than what the Joker tried making her into, and she reinvented herself as Oracle, Batman's IT girl who has an overall watch over Gotham. She's become a symbol of progress to those with disabilities and shows how you can still be a badass in your own right. Plus, an aspiring film and TV actress. As that, I am an aspiring TV and film actress, and I would love to play her in the standalone Batgirl movie if the role becomes up for grabs. Alright everyone, that's my list of my top 10 fave superheroes. Let me know what superheroes are your favorite in the comments below, and I will be back next week. Also, guarantee a part 2 of my favorite X-Men will be made, and a video of one of my favorite New Mutants would be made about Magma, so that will be coming soon too. Bye everyone, stay awesome.